said to myself, I start practicing at home. I said, it's not just in class. I said, how do these gurus, swamis, yogis from the past, how do they realize it's all practice on your own? What I want you to do is start holding the postures. The energy is coming from you and the problem you have inside. And as much as you need, and it will change your life. I emphasize this to a lot of students here, and they're very happy. I would say the inversions are the most important of all. Stand on your head and realize your problem, and you know something, you will be so happy that now you turned the world upside down and you found an entrance to the heart inside your soul. Just look at yourself by standing on your head instead of on the feet all day normally and sitting down like we all do. Here you got all the goods and experience you need just to listen to what yoga says, but I am telling you, from my experience, hold the postures long. Headstand and shoulder stand at home, at minimum 7 minutes. If you can do 2, fine. Put a clock in front of your face, and then look at yourself, how you want to heal yourself. Go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eventually build up the time. And you know what? Your problem is there. It don't go away so easy. From what you came in before, it still stays inside your body. Go ahead.
Yes. If one has a neck injury and can't practice either headstand or shoulder stand, what do you suggest?
Okay. First off,
I mean, I put my legs up to the wall.
Do you try using a blanket under your head? Did you ever go for that?
Yeah,
And maybe take some of the pressure off your brain, or your neck.
The legs up the wall is one option. I mean, I was very heavy, and what Sharon and David told me to start doing was using different props where you will invert, but your neck will be free. And now there's a machine too, right? There's like the what's it called, the I can tell you afterwards, I can show you, where you are hauled up and your neck is free. So, but if you're having, if that's an area that you're having issues with, maybe you want to slowly, through props, start putting a little bit of pressure so that the neck gets stronger. But that would be something that you have to work with a teacher, on a one-on-one basis like that.
I've also seen David Life use 2 chairs.
Yeah, that's the one I
use. 2
use.
folding chairs, and then heavily blanket those, and your head goes in between them, and your shoulders go on the padding, and the chairs are put up against the wall, so that you can use the wall to come up in, but you're on your shoulders, not on your neck, and you invert it that way.
Christian was also one of our teachers here. So you can use that. I have used that one. It's very helpful.
I have a question about my friend says was shot in the back, and I told him he didn't do nearly what you did, but they thought he would never move again. He's kind of paralyzed, but he can walk. He limps, and I told him, well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And he said he disagreed. I want to see if you want to agree with what he said. He disagreed. He said, no, it wasn't what didn't kill me, because this didn't kill me. This didn't make me stronger. It was the love that my family gave me and my teachers gave me that made me stronger. It wasn't getting past it wasn't fighting through the obstacle. It was more just getting into the love. You know what I mean? Yes. Which way do you think it is?
That sounds to me. You want to answer that one?
Well, the love was fortunate how these people were, and that did help him. So it's something that they reached inside him to bring it out, and then it made him feel whole inside.
Yeah, to me, yeah, exactly. It's their love connecting to his love, to his inner teacher, and it's creating a bond that makes him wanna get healed, you know, and makes him go through it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
So it shows you there are different ways to find who you are. And this was one that really was great for this person, that he finally came through.
Yeah, and he's probably in a few years going to be back exercising again.
Good. Tell him to try yoga. He'll probably be happy. Even if he lives, he's still got the rest of his body. And I want to say one thing. The postures are fine. Even if you're not the greatest one of the postures, if you don't go down forward bend, you don't do this right, it doesn't mean anything. You still can realize yourself. In other words, your body is where it's at, and you're still going to get the full benefits. It does not matter. As long as it's inside you, and you do the postures, that's what counts. So don't worry about how you're doing the poses. You're doing them, that's enough. You can't give more than what you got. You know, it's like you already came. That's fine. But keep on going and keep on practicing. So one day you can connect that, you can finally be free of the postures, and then your world will be changed because you're finally living in peace. And that is a great accomplishment. I would like to, because we have a few minutes, it's your life, it's important, because I hate suffering.
Let's open it up to a couple of questions.
Yeah,
so that
fine.
If you have any questions, this is the time. Before we'll read something else.
Was there a period of time that you were holding headstand? You'd built up your headstand and shoulder stand practice to something that was exceeded an hour?
Yes.
On both ends?
Right.
So it was an hour headstand and an hour shoulder stand?
Well, it was mostly the headstand. I was between an hour and two. But what kept me up was the convulsions. It was the energy from the problems. Shoulder stand is a half hour to an hour is no problem even today. So I just go to these maximum lengths because from the depth of what happens to you is an imprint on your body. So it guides you to evolve to a different level, to go higher. So what that imprint is like, it made me do those postures longer. And it's great because I found that was the key to realize who you are, because you're going to have to learn from your own self how much practice you need. That would be the answer to all the questions your body will tell you. If you're doing something you need more, do it. Because that will be the happiest part of your life. You'll start to see, once you do these inversions and the forward bend, after these two postures will make the forward bend natural and free. It's no problem. Once a person asked me, what is yoga? This woman. So I said, look, I went in the forward bend. Says, what is that? I says, it's a posture. I just practiced, just do it, and it came from within. And I picked that posture out. So she was happy. She became, practice all the time. And I've seen improvements going on. So back to where we are. I was telling you about the practice as much as the body tells you to need. That is the key, is the problem gives you all the energy. That's the main focus of everything. I want to, Carlos, ask Carlos if you have anything else to say.
No, do you want to read something?
I just wrote this thing this morning, and it's going to be about inside out, what we're here for. It's like, actually, it's the inner and outer. The inner and outer is what's inside, and you're living another life outside. To bring them together, yoga will balance this out. That's the key.